Ever wondered where your data comes from when you hit refresh? Let's peel back the curtain and uncover the invisible orchestration that powers your everyday browsing. Imagine sitting at your laptop, staring at an article, and tapping that familiar circular arrow on your browser. Instantly, the page flickers, content vanishes, and reappears. But what's really happening in those split seconds? It turns out, this simple gesture triggers a well-rehearsed ballet between your device, your browser, and distant servers across the globe. First, your browser sends a signal, a brand new HTTP request, to the server hosting the website. But before that even happens, your browser checks its own memory. It asks, do I already have parts of this page stored locally? This is called caching. If the images or scripts haven't changed, your browser can skip asking the server, saving time and bandwidth. But if you've tapped refresh, you're telling your browser, forget what you know, get the latest. That means the cache is bypassed, and the browser reaches out to the server for a fresh copy. Your request travels through your local Wi-Fi, hops to your internet provider, and then races across a maze of switches, routers, and cables, often spanning continents in milliseconds. On the other end, the server receives your request. It checks its database, pulls together the latest content, bundles up the code, images, and data, and sends it back across the same sprawling network. This journey, though invisible, is lightning fast, especially when thousands of users are doing the same thing, every second. Sometimes, that server hands off your request to a content delivery network, or CDN. CDNs are global caches that store popular content closer to you, shaving off precious milliseconds. When you hit refresh, your data might be coming from a server just down the street or halfway across the world. Back on your device, your browser reassembles the returned data. It parses code, loads images, renders fonts, and displays the content. All of this happens in fractions of a second. Occasionally, if something's changed, like a new article or updated photo, the new content appears instantly. If not, you get the same page as before. But for tech giants, this process is tweaked and optimized endlessly. Google, Facebook, and news sites constantly adjust their caching rules to balance speed and accuracy. But why does refresh sometimes feel slow? Factors include network congestion, server load, and whether content is truly new. Sometimes, your browser has to wait for all pieces to arrive before displaying anything. Other times, partial data loads first, filling in the rest as it arrives. So, next time you hit refresh, remember, you're triggering a global conversation. Your browser, caches, and distant servers are all working together, racing to deliver the most recent content to your screen. It's a hidden ballet, choreographed for speed and reliability, making the modern web feel effortless. Follow Lorelight for more stories worth knowing.